Welcome back. We are at the Winter Fancy Food Show 2020, and I have here with me Chris Lloyd, owner of Woodside Cheese Wrights. Hello, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. It's really wonderful to be here in San Francisco.
Tell us a little bit about your product.
Okay, so we're a cheesemaker and we're based in the Adelaide Hills, and we use local milk, so it's all cow, goat and buffalo, local milk, and we incorporate a lot of native ingredients in our cheeses. So it might be something like lemon myrtle, we use outback bush tomato, and I think it's a really wonderful way for me to represent Australia through my cheeses, bringing all those Indigenous ingredients to the world, like the Fancy Food Show, and allowing people to learn about them, but also to try them, because a lot of people haven't seen these things from Australia.
I have to ask, have you guys been affected by the bushfires in Australia?
We have actually, and it's been very, 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 very sad in Australia, all over Australia. But where I come from in the Adelaide Hills, we were affected, and the back of our factory completely burnt down. And that was very, very sad, but we also had to lose half of our stock because our generators didn't kick in. But you know what, I'm alive and I'm here. I employ 15 people, they all have jobs, and there was others that weren't as lucky as we were. So I think I consider myself very, very lucky, but it's very frightening. The fires are very, very scary. Kangaroo Island, which is a little island down the bottom of South Australia, it's half burnt, completely gone, and there's so much wildlife that has also been affected. I've got my little Kurdi koala sitting on the back there, and I just feel really bad for the poor animals, as well as people that have lost homes. But a big shout out to all of the American firefighters that came and helped us, and the Canadian firefighters. It's just an incredible thing to think that right from the other side of the world we've got people that are obviously taking note and coming and helping us. So I can't say a big enough thank you to all of you American firefighters that came and helped us. It was amazing.
I am glad they were able to help a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you already thinking ahead of what you're going to do when you go back?
Yeah, look, it's really great for me to be here, and I had to extract myself to be here because we've still got to keep going. While it's devastating, we still have to keep going. And as I said, I still think I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm here with my green ant cheese and a whole bunch of other...
Did you say green ant cheese?
I did say green ant cheese.
Okay,
yes.
I love cheese, and I've never met a cheese that I don't like, but I've never had that.
No, well, that's why it's important for me to be here, so I can explain.
Oh, no, this is going to be a first one on camera. Am I going to try it?
I think I'm going to have to get you to try.
Okay.
All right, so the cheese is called Ant Hill. It is actually our most highly awarded cheese, and if you have a really close look there, you're going to see some really tiny little green ants on there. And the green ants are indigenous to Australia. They're hand harvested by Aboriginal communities up in the far north of Australia. They taste amazing. Kaffir lime, lemongrass, pop.
Okay,
it's beautiful.
Here I go.
I think you're going to love it. Very, very citrusy. It's definitely an amazing cheese.
It's lovely.
And the other thing is, it's the only one of its kind in the world, which is just incredible.
I have to say, this is lovely.
I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. I really am. I thought you might.
Tell me a little bit about the rest of the cheese. I know you've won a lot of awards.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I guess we've tried to create cheeses with a point of difference, and when we enter them in competitions, I think that they actually appeal to the judges because they are so different. So we don't do brie and a camembert. There's no brie and camembert here. We feel like that's a story that the French are telling, and they're telling it really well. Mm-hmm. But for us, it's about Australian ingredients, good Australian milk, and because we are in such a beautiful, pristine environment in Australia, we have the luxury of having some of the finest quality milk in the world. And no matter what cheese you're making, you've got to start with a really good raw material, to begin with. And so our milk is so fresh and such fine quality, it gives us a great head start. But I use a number of other ingredients. We use native pepperberry. We use the bush tomato that has been smoked as well. I use gum flowers. So the koalas eat the leaves. They're very tannic. You can't actually, for humans, gum leaves are really not very palatable. But the flowers have just a lovely little eucalyptus kind of flavour. So I incorporate that on another cheese that we make, which is called Blackwood. And so that has the petals from the gum tree on that cheese, and we serve it with a lovely little vial of native Australian honey.
Does this come inside?
It does, absolutely.
Let's talk about the package, because I am blown away right now.
Oh, well, I guess, again, for me, I like things to look really nice. It's probably just part of how I am as a person. So I try and represent my cheeses in the most beautiful way that I can, because I think cheese can be beautiful. And I've always wanted to create beautiful cheeses. For instance, our Monet, which is named after the painter Monet. It has beautiful edible flowers on it. It's very, very pretty. And, I look at the Monet and it makes me smile. And I think that that's really nice. And a lot of people, but it also tastes great. So it's one thing to look good, but it's also got to taste good. And that's what we aspire, to bring cheeses that are attractive, look fantastic, but also taste amazing.